if you've split up from someone, or you're grieving because you've left the relationship, and you're thinking about the person, or it could be someone that you don't get to see anymore, and you're thinking about them a lot. Something for you to consider: what you were attracted to in that person is a reflection of yourself. The things that we love in another person are reflections of ourselves, and the things that we don't like about another are actually areas that we've not loved yet within ourselves. And we often project it on the other person and blame them. It's actually parts of ourselves that we've not loved yet. So, just consider that. It may not get rid of the pain of the grieving, but just hold it in your consciousness that what it is that you admire about them is a reflection of yourself. So that person was holding up a mirror to you. So you've not lost that. It's always within you. It's just that that person was very good at mirroring back to you what you are. And you'll attract to you another person that is able to mirror your true essence, what you truly are, which is a divine being. So when you contemplate this, you will come to that realization that you haven't lost that beauty that you saw in that person was a reflection of your own beauty. Everyone's a mirror, and I don't mean like flowery kind of spiritual, metaphorically. Not just metaphorically they're a mirror. They are holding up a mirror. You can't experience anything outside of your mind, so to speak. Nobody sees anybody. We only see what we think the other person is. And when you are truly aware of that, at any point you'll be able to give yourself that love. Whatever happens in your relationships, whether people leave you, you'll be able to give that to yourself, and you'll be able to give that to the other person and to the other people in your life. I don't recommend that you dwell on the person, like dwelling on them thinking, oh, they've gone now and I'm never going to meet anyone like them. But, that beauty that you saw in them, if you can contemplate them without being attached, they're always with you in a way. I think though, if you've just come out of a relationship, there is a time where there's a time period where you do have to kind of forget about them. If if you've constantly got this image of them in your mind, and it's this image of something that you can no longer have, and you're feeling the pain of that, you do have to maybe find ways to stop thinking about them. I read a good book by Paul McKenna. It's called How to Mend a Broken Heart. And Paul McKenna, he's a hypnotist. He's also a NLP practitioner. NLP, that's Neuro Linguistic Programming. And what he suggests is when the person's face comes into your mind is to scribble over it with a big crayon. And if you hear the person's voice in your head, it may be something judgmental that the person said to you in the heat of an argument. Play with the voice. Imagine that voice in a comical cartoon character, say Daffy, was it Donald Duck or someone? If that voice keeps coming into your head, these are little things that you can do. If you want to know more about that, or you're suffering from a broken heart, I'd recommend you get his book. It helped me out a lot. Someone gave it me when I'd broken up from a long-term relationship, and I was very attached. Um, there is actually another great article out there about attachment. I'll post up the link. Um, I'll need to post up the link for that on my website. So go to my website at youarethepath.com, and that will help also. So the grieving process, everyone's different. You know, sometimes it can take time. Some people kind of just think, sack this, I'm going to snap out of it. And it's all about attitude. You know, you can dwell on it and mope around, which isn't going to help. You know, what I did, I went back to my first love, which for me was hip hop, and I really got into my music again and got focused on, you know, what it is I want for myself in my life.